the Occupella choir. Well, the bottom line, you know, back in the Civil Rights Movement, Dr. King had Joan Baez doing a lot of the singing. She said she's not Joan Baez, but they have some foreclosure songs that they're going to do, and maybe I can get them recorded for you. Let's hear them.
Occupy your mind today. Learn what's really going on. Me, an individual against a corporation. So whatever can we do for a longer road to go? Amend the Constitution that would bring us back to occupy your mind today. Learn what's really going on. Me, an individual against a corporation. So whatever can we do for a longer road to go? Amend the Constitution that would bring us back to you. We're the Occupella chorus, but what I wanted to just take a few moments to talk about was the organization that we're actually with, which is Women Occupy San Diego. Is there anyone here who has never heard of Occupy Wall Street? Great, okay. So you've all heard of Occupy Wall Street, and you may, though, have only heard through local mainstream media. And then you actually don't know the truth about what Occupy is really all about. So I wanted to read just a few of the declarations. These are the, they're called demands that Occupy Wall Street put out on September 29th. And I think there's a whole slew of them that you will all be able to identify with. But this one in particular, I think you'll get. They have taken our houses through an illegal foreclosure process, despite not having the original mortgage. They have taken bailouts from taxpayers with impunity and continue to give executives exorbitant bonuses. They have perpetuated inequality and discrimination in the workplace based on age, the color of one's skin, sex, gender identity, and sexual orientation. I have the rest of them if anyone wants to see me later, and I can direct you to those. But I want to let you know that Occupy Wall Street started October 7th, as you probably know. But, no, excuse me, September 17th. In San Diego, Occupy began on October 7th with a very large march from Children's Park to Civic Center. We had almost 3,000 people. We garnered a lot of positive media attention. And after that, once they figured out that we had the numbers and the power, then they tried to shut us down. And the mayor and police of most major U.S. cities all got together and organized how they were going to get rid of us. And they were successful in one way in kind of breaking up the camps, and that's why you don't see too many people down at the Civic Center. But in November, a group of 4 women said, you know what, this is not right. They're calling, the media is calling occupiers dirty hippies and homeless. And I'm not a dirty hippie and I'm not homeless yet. So they said, we need to put a new face on Occupy. So she emailed and contacted all of her friends and co-workers, and thus began Women Occupy San Diego. So in November 21st, it was a rainy day, much like today, but actually it was a lot worse. 100 women went down to Civic Center with food and clothing to donate to the occupiers. After we did that, we marched throughout San Diego, garnering a lot of positive media attention for the Occupy movement. Since then, we decided that, oh, it's the holidays, we're going to sing Christmas carols, holiday songs, but we're going to change the words. And so that for in the malls and down at the Civic Center to the audience that was entering for the theater. And everybody liked what they were hearing. And we felt good about it. And one of the occupiers said, "Hey, you're the Occupellas." So that stuck, and now we're the Occupella chorus. So on January 7th, we decided holidays are over, but our singing is not. So we took familiar tunes so that we didn't have to learn new tunes, but we reworded the lyrics. And that's what you just heard now was written by one of our Occupellas. And the next two songs that we're going to sing are about foreclosure. But that's not the only thing that Women Occupy does. We're an independent volunteer organization, and yes, we're all women. But what we do, we stand behind the actions of Occupy Wall Street. And so we might have a rally or an action, such as the one that was, at Wells Fargo. And we invite the men to join us and support us. So I've left information on the table so that if you have a friend who's a female, wife, sister, whatever, and you want to pass on that information to them, please do. And like I said, only women can be a member of Women Occupy San Diego, but we certainly welcome the men to support us and join us in all our activities. And the whole point is we need everybody to be out there doing the job that the legislators are not doing, which is protecting our rights. And we need to make them listen and make the changes, whether it be foreclosure or healthcare or education. There's so many issues, and that's why this movement is so different, because it's not just one issue, it's many issues that affect us all. I'm going to ask Christina to tell you why her particular story, because it relates to foreclosure, and then we'll get into our two songs.
Hi, I just want to tell you real quickly that about 2009, I lost my job. And I've been on unemployment, couldn't find a job for 2 years, and still haven't found a job. And I was getting, I continued making payments on my house, but I was way underwater. And I was really struggling. I didn't know what to do, walk away from it, sell short. I was in a panic. I did have some income. I decided to rent out 2 rooms in my house to students. And I have Social Security, which I'm lucky to have, and a little pension. So I was tutoring kids. I'm scrounging to find ways to find money. And I have been negotiating with my servicer, it's American Home Servicing, to get my note, to get my deed, because I'm entitled to those, a year and 4 months for a modification. And I'm telling you, it's a battle, because they tell you lies. They say, you need to stop making payments before you can qualify for a modification. Out and out lie. And what I said was, I want to speak to a supervisor. And that was my theme for a year and 4 months. I went to the top because I wasn't going to talk to these people. And I finally, in December, they said, you're on a trial payment period for a modification. So, I used my anger and I joined Occupy, and when I saw Women Occupy, that's where I can vent my energy and sing and do things. We have actions done. We're closing banks. Yeah. We're going to close all those 5 banks. We have something Monday night. We're looking, this guy, Tom Greco, he wrote a book, Beyond Money, The End of Money and the Future of Civilization. Money is a means to an end. And so he's going to talk to us about other ways of making a living, of working together as communities. Monday night at Joyce Spears Center. Come and join us. We need your brains to work out new alternative ways for us all. We'd be happy to see you there. Thank you.
Women of color, because as you notice, we're too white.
You represent the community. There's nothing special about us. We have to do a lot besides sing.
work for me. Bonuses for CEOs wrecked the economy. Subprime loans that were too good, underwater houses too. Countrywide said, come on boys, we got a deal for you. Goldman Sachs and Lehman Brothers, Bank of America too. Morgan Stanley, Merrill Lynch, and yes, Wells Fargo too. AIG said, don't you worry, we'll take care of you. Rating groups, you lied to us. Oh, what did you do? Banks got bailed out, we got sold out, makes us feel real blue. Now they're buying foreclosed homes, stolen from me and you. Goldman Sachs and Lehman Brothers, Bank of America too. Morgan Stanley, Merrill Lynch, and yes, Wells Fargo too. Old MacDonald had a dream, E-I-E-I-O, mortgaged by big banker scheme, E-I-E-I-O. They made bad loans, stole our homes, sold us out, got bailed out, corporate bankers should be jailed, E-I-E-I-O. Too big to work and so it failed, E-I-E-I-O. They made bad loans, stole our homes, sold us out, got bailed out, old MacDonald subprime loan, E-I-E-I-O. Left him drowning in his home, E-I-E-I-O. They made bad loans, stole our homes, sold us out, got bailed out. That is why we occupy, E-I-E-I-O. No longer to sit idly by, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald's dream is gone, E-I-E-I-O.
If you want to join us, just please sign up. Join us.
Anita, I'd just like for you to know that I used to work at 902.5, and I was recruited and went to Nashville, worked for Frank Sinatra's son-in-law, Wes Farrell, and under my directorship, they won their first 2 Grammys in 1995. August next week, at the Town and Country Hotel, the Gospel Music Workshop of America will be at the Town and Country Hotel. So a number of the record executives that I know will be there. And I'm going to say we have some foreclosure songs that we need to record and let me do the marketing. And so you know, back in '94, I believe it was, the San Quentin, if you remember the Grateful Dead, helped them record an album called the San Quentin Mass Choir. I was selected of all the people around the country to do the directorship stuff and marketing for that group. And they entered Billboard at number 39 and appeared on a television show called How Did They Do That? So I'm going to work with you guys.